Welcome to it, FPVLive.tv, live broadcasting and live streaming the entire CFL FPV Meet 2016 in sunny Florida. And again, the weather a little bit balmy, but you know what, an absolute fun time. And we've had so much fun here doing free flying, doing some racing. We got our championship mains coming up. So if you're just tuning in now, don't go anywhere. In about 15 minutes or less, we're going to do some multi-rotor racing and wing racing. And also we've had the privilege to be able to visit with some of our great partners. And just up the road, Chris from Big Let's Race Hobbies is with us, and not your first time to a multi-rotor race, but one of the first times here with Let's Race Hobbies.
Yes, this is the first time that we've actually sponsored a race or been part of it. I've always been in the seat race.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Different perspective, right? Now, Let's Race Hobbies, you guys have the car display where you can actually do racing here on site at CFL FPV. Any money being lost over there? Any gambling going on? I haven't seen how the game works.
We're probably the ones losing money as we're giving away $20 in free props if you get a perfect reaction time.
$20 in free props if you get a good reaction time. You know what? If you're watching online, get in your car now. That is worth the drive. And we'll send you to Drone Nationals just for trying, okay? So come and check that out. That looks like fun. Now, Let's Race Hobbies, you guys have really been behind the car scene for the longest time. And what kind of things have you done here in Florida with some of the 5th scale and 8th scale stuff?
Well, in Florida, we actually run some of the biggest speed races in North Orlando in our Leesburg area. Those guys are doing about 120 miles an hour down a straightaway.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that since like 2012 in the car and down on that. And now my dad is actually retiring out of the hobby shop. We're coming in and we're bringing the new blood to it. So
new blood, new ideas,
new ideas, and bringing the multi-rotor in.
And everyone knows it. Yeah, my background, I have a little bit of RC racing in it, and now, you know, this thing is growing in leaps and bounds. So was it much arm-wrenching to, you know, tell Dad we're getting rid of the cars a little bit? Well, you know, we'll still have cars, but now we're going to put in quadcopters. He's like, you say, what now? No, quadcopters are going in there. But the potential is unlimited with this.
Unlimited, and this sport and the people is just growing so fast. What we're more for, we're not coming out with our own frames, we're not coming out with our own brand, we're selling everyone's product. So we're working with everyone in the industry and kind of making a one-stop shop. Carrying that retail hobby shop idea into the multi-rotor. You guys can come and grab a multi-rotor or grab an RC truck. We've got it all there.
Grab them both. Maybe FPV that tracks us, you know what I mean? Tear it up a little bit.
At 60 miles an hour.
Why not?
Gone.
Well, if you got good video, I mean, if you got some video aerial system antennas on it, you'll never drop. I mean, perfect video on the ground and in the air, right?
Absolutely. Video aerial systems, that's the way to go.
That's the way to go. Yeah, no, definitely. So have you seen, like, people are getting into this? Are these a lot of people that are being converted from, you know, phantom flying and stuff like that? Like, who's getting into it? Are they racing, or are they still just kind of coming over the gap there to make their way to racing?
Well, in the retail market, they're still coming over the gap from the Phantoms and the GPS thing. That's what's great about the retail shop, is that we have new blood walking in all the time. So I introduce them, I throw up the videos of all the great guys racing in them, and they just like, whoa, I never even knew 20.4. So yeah, just teaching new guys and getting them into it.
0.9.
That's what's great. I just love putting smiles on people's faces. I love my job.
Exactly, yeah. You know, if you love your job, you'll never have to work a day in your life, of course, right? And
that's it.
I mean, the thing is that I've found a lot of, you know, in the earlier throws, I've been at this since last February with FPV racing, you know, just a handful of events. And the people that we saw, I mean, they're the aerial videography guys in those days, you know what I mean? And I mean, they couldn't even hit a gate, let alone a flag, you know? It was a gong show. And the one thing that I found, too, is that a lot of these people had no racing experience, you know? They just, you know, let's go to the park and see who can get through that tree, you know, through the trees the fastest. But, I mean, now you're in Florida, and all these guys, you know, especially with the type of car racing they're doing, now you're seeing some real race guys in it. And so now they want to go faster, 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 and you're giving them the tools to succeed with that?
Yes, absolutely. We carry everything that you need.
16.9.
Entry level, mid level. You know, we carry pretty much everything that you need, and you know, flipping those guys over that are coming from the ground racing side to the aerial side. You know, in my background, I've watched a lot of racers come up and move, and these guys are just moving so fast. You know, 3 months behind the sticks, and they're out here pulling crazy lap times.
Yeah.
What other sport can you do that right now and then turn around and get sponsored?
34.3.
We have You'll see some shirts walking around. We have several sponsored pilots.
15.5.
That's kind of where we're going from, is building from the ground up.
And it definitely helps being in Florida, the heart of multi-GP country. So there's so many different pilots down here. And it's amazing, even in my travels. And I know so many of the pilots here that have been all across the continent, a few even into Canada. And, the big common denominator with a lot of these fast pilots, it's, the sunshine state of Florida, so a great place to do it. Now, you got your dad's store, you moved the cars in the back. Now we got the quads, we got some goggles out on display. But you've really taken things forward now. You got a brand new web store as well, right?
Yes, we are launching our web store. It's still under construction right now. It should be live and ready for prime time in the next 30 days or so. It's up. You can shop on it. It's just not at where we want it to be.
It's getting there. Yeah.
It's getting there. Baby steps.
I mean, Google wasn't invented in a day, It took a couple of guys, in glasses, and they got it done. And you have some of your staff here racing, and I don't know who it was, but he was. We had the timing system in just for open practice, and he posted a 17, which would have been the second fastest lap of the day as we stage our mains here, and that was his first time on the track. So you got quad pilots working at Let's Race Hobbies.
Well, no, they are actually our sponsored pilots.
Okay.
The only people that works at Let's Race Hobby is the family, the mom, the pop. Yeah, you'll see around we have 3 fully sponsored pilots, and we have about 9 affiliate pilots.
Well, one of your sponsored pilots, his first lipo, had the second fastest lap on the track under timing. So definitely a good roster. I mean, I don't have to go many places. Great to see the local support. Let's Race Hobby, some great sponsored pilots, some great gear over here. And of course, let's get some of those props. $20 in props, for just tearing it up on the race course.
Yep, come over and get them.
Awesome. Well, thanks. Great to see you once again. Now I'm in your part of the world and enjoying your weather and, having some great fun. CFL FPV Meet 2016. Let's Race Hobbies. You can visit them. They're just up the road, 10 miles or, just up the road. It's on the rural route, or if not, of course, on that brand new web store. And there's a few things there. There's going to be much, much more. Support our local scene as much as our international scene. Thank you, Chris. And Let's Race Hobbies. Let's enjoy some more CFL FPV.
Thank you, guys.